Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Masterverse action figure review, and today we have in front of us from Masters of the Universe, new Eternia Clawful. Just look at that artwork. This version of Clawful is like the ultimate version, I would guess. Concept art and all of that. I got the Origins one. You can see the review on the channel. I'll put the tab on the top here, and if you want. And there is this version, which this is like the ultimate version, like retail price. Of course, Mondo might come with some super duper version, but in 6 scale, and I don't collect that scale. But this will do for me, at least for now, I think. I think this looks amazing. We saw the packaging. Let's just take this guy out of there and see how good he actually is. And there you have the Masterverse new Eternia Clawful action figure out of the package, and he comes with all of these accessories. I already put one of them on his arm, which is this little arm protection piece of shell armor, whatever. You have this mace, which is similar to the one he came with in the original release and the Origins release, but I like seeing it in Masterverse. I don't know how many figures have had it already. I don't have everything Masterverse, just the ones I really like. You have his buckler here, cast in gold plastic, and it has the straps, just as the previous releases of this piece. And you have this like his back armor, or his like larger shell, whatever this is called, with this very nice metallic paint for those horns here. That's one of the reasons that got me to buy this figure. The loadout with all the equipment, I really like it. And this gold in gold plastic cast vest piece of armor with this translucent blue gem here for the chest, and I really like how all that looks. So also I really like his like boots and feet, or whatever. Are these boots or part of his grown like shell, whatever they are, these armor pieces cast in this metallic blue plastic look amazing in my opinion, as well as the belt. I think that might be painted on. I don't know if it's painted on or if it's plastic. I haven't really taken that close look, but and you can see here his massive claw, and maybe you have already noticed that the whole red shell parts have a very nice wash. He also has these golden lines here on the chest, which make the figure look more deluxe. He has a shading in the body, or wash. I think it's more like a sprayed, it's like spray shading, and he has a wash for the little skirt here. His is distinct because it has some, I keep calling it shell, but scales here of crab-like shell. Correct me or tell me the proper word for it, if it's shell or something else, please help me there. Painted in this kind of vermilion red, orangish red. And the head, one nice detail here before we forget, you can see he does have like pupils there, or irises. In any case, he doesn't have just white eyes. From a distance they look like, that's already on focus, but from a distance he looks like he just has white eyes, but you look closer, and he does have these very cool looking ghostly eyes. I really like discovering that when I got the figure, because I couldn't see that in the promo pictures. I didn't notice that, at least. This strap here, like in this mustardy yellow, some red spray for the claw turning into skin, also here in the large claw arm, and both claws. You can articulate them. They don't have a mechanism like spring loaded anything. You can operate them by hand, and of course you can give him the little mace here and close the claw, and there you have it. He'll have the claw thing going on. However you want to put it there securely, you can just do it like this. Of course, maybe at some point this will get floppy and it will just fall down. I don't know, but I like the fact that you can just open and close both claws. And yeah, that's it for the details. I mean, we have seen almost everything articulation wise. This guy, I mean, the head is on a double ball peg. You know, the Masterverse thing is sadly the peg going into the neck has only like a back and forth, but nothing to the sides. But in this figure, you have some nice clearance on the ball peg going to the head, so he has nice movement, can go all the way around, he can look up a little bit, he can look down decently. Of course, you destroy the sculpt there, but hey, we'll be mostly looking it from the front. It's not to excuse them, but I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, the whole armor pieces, or his whole shell here, is hard plastic, but anyway, you can do the whole turning around of the arm without you know, like moving it much to be able to have the clearance, you know. You just do it like that. You have bicep cut, you have the 90-degree, or like you can do almost a T-pose. That's a bit limited, I don't know. I think they could give them much more range on the shoulders for this whole line, because they sometimes are very limited. This guy can bring his arms close to him that far, but some of the figures are really like halfway there, you know, and that I don't really like. I really like when you can get the arms close to the body, or also to have a nice T-pose or plus. Double jointed pinless elbows that can bend that far due to, I mean, the sculpt will of course limit it at some point, but I mean, for the kind of hands this guy has, I think it's we're doing fine. This claw can swivel. Again, it can, look at that crack there, is a nice detail, right? I think, at least. He can turn around, and again the claw opens and closes. He has a very nice diaphragm, in my opinion. He can bend backwards that far. It breaks, it gives some, yeah, it breaks the sculpt a bit, but I mean, you get range, you know, and he can really bend forward. I don't know, I don't have every figure again, but it's the best one I have so far from this line. He has the best crunch forward, and he has tilt to the sides, which is good, and he can turn at the waist, you know. Swivel is just a flat swivel. The legs can do, yeah, he's the next Spider-Man, Crabman. He can do almost the full splits. I guess it would be the full splits, but the skirt does get in the way a little bit. But hey, I think that's more than enough for this character, I guess. You can kick forward up to 90. I mean, yes, the skirt will get in the way, and it will have to be a bit to the side. But I mean, I don't know if you need this guy doing the kicks. I mean, you can, but I mean, it will be more like a side kick or something like that. You have the, well, going backwards is just limited. You have a thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, which are a bit stiff. I already worked them, but they were really, really stiff. The upper half, you know, of that joint, knee joint, they can bend that far, which is, I think, really good. He has a boot cut, and the feet have a, I mean, for this weird feet he has, but I really like them. I mean, that's the tip, of course, the signature feet for Clawful. He has a very limited ankle rocker. Could be much better if they could do this cut a bit deeper somehow. They could, I mean, but it will do the work. It has some, it can go backward. I mean, the feet can go backward. This is frozen. I will use this one. It can go backward that far, and forward just a little bit, but I think it will do. And there you have Clawful fully equipped. That's the only way I could give him to, I mean, put him to wear his buckler to wear, you know, to wield it, just to give it like this, because otherwise you won't be able to, or at least I didn't find a way to pull, to put the whole claw through these little, you know, straps. In any case, I will mostly have him more like in aggro mode, even if the gold looks nice. This guy is, yeah, is gonna be holding the mace also for the extra color factor, because I like how that makes Mace looks in that metallic green color. And yes, I mean, there you can see the little blue gem. I really like, I mean, I don't like that you can see like a tab there, some you know, in the middle, but I like the fact that it's translucent, that it's an actual, that it looks like an actual gem, you know. And I love the horns in the back. I mean, those metallic blue horns, the gold plate for the chest, you know. And yeah, actually that's the whole thing, just these two extra accessories that make so much, that add so much to the character. I mean, this is for me the Clawful figure. 1 year ago I was like, I don't care for that character, and now I'm like, this character is really cool. I mean, the huge claw pincer here, you know, and the tiny little one. And yeah, I mean, he does look like yeah, actually the fact that the eyes are so like clear makes him look actually evil, you know, not just like a dumb looking crab guy. Now, for size comparisons, there you have Clawful next to the new Eternia Skeletor and Pighead, next to the Super 7 Ultimates Chitara, the Sorceress, Frosta and Tila, and next to the Loose Collector Red Sonja and He-Man 40th anniversary. We can also bring little Clawfulito here. And that's it for this review. I think that Clawful, at least in my opinion, might be the best figure of Masterverse so far. I mean, the best. I don't know, it's, at least for me, it's very high on the list. I mean, he's top 3 definitely. I can highly recommend you getting this figure if you are at all into this line, but just as a fantasy character, I mean, if you don't even care about Masterverse, I think this is one that you can put into different, mix with different brands, and also because it has a wash, you know, that helps. It makes him blend better with, let's say, more expensive collectibles. Please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.